Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Bit Me Some back with another mana update. A Decentraland mana. Right now, we're on the $1. $1. The 60-minute time frame. So the hour current price right now is $3.30. I had just made a previous video yesterday about this little channel we were creating. For some reason, it all deleted, so I had to redo it. But while redoing it, I kind of got a few different price targets, and it does look a little bit looks a little bit better from these price targets because I made a channel with this bar pretty much down here just to get these two touches, but since I realized that might not be smart, I actually moved it up a little bit and I was able to get a lot more touches. I got this touch right here at the bottom and working its way up. Got another support, almost support. We broke support, and then this is when we turned support into resistance. So by doing that, now we're resistance, turned it back to support. So I believe this line is a good either support or resistance. So if we're moving down, we'll probably hit this line. If we're moving up, if we break under it, we probably come back to the line. So that's why it's important to find the most touches. So the top one I found 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And these lines right here were price targets from the top of that. So what I'll do from the top of that before the so this pattern that is forming with the two lines going upwards like this, if you didn't watch the yesterday's video, we were just explaining that. Oh, sorry about that. So what we were explaining is it's usually a bearish flag when those two lines are going up like that, this bottom left. If that usually happens, that it goes down 70% of the time and 30% of the time it goes up. So it doesn't always go down and it doesn't always go up. So it just depends, with RSI and different things like that. So it's a few different things that you got to make sure. But yeah, so out of this tunnel that we're creating, this bull flag or this bearish flag, um, that's where we're at right now with this. And there was a few price targets I had put out here. There's 290, there's 304, and 338 pretty much was the top one I had put, and it hit that kind of good. So I had a few more in between, but I cleaned it up a little bit just so you can see a little better. Oh yeah, so after that bull flag or this bearish flag, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to measure from the top to the bottom. I'm not sure if people like to do the wicks or just the body. The wick would probably be, if anything, be the very, very bottom price. But if I do the body of the candle, you might get out a little early, but better to get out before something happens and it drops more. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is just personal opinion, just giving you my thoughts. So yeah, so what we do with that is we measure it from there to the bottom, and then we put it to wherever it breaks at. So if it were to break way up here, it'll probably the measurement will go up here. If it breaks right here, then it goes right there. So it really just depends where it breaks, but what I like to do is so this line of the white lines are the support that I made for bigger time frames. So I mean, if it does come down, so right now, oh yeah, so if it comes down, we'll probably reach this trend line if it were to come down. If it goes up, we could reach possibly this target. Let me make sure this is the right target. I did make two of those. And then wherever this breaks out at is where the price would be if it goes up. So I mean, this price target is around 42.40. So I mean, the first few targets going up, if we have anything going up, right now we're at 330. So the first target pushing up will be 340. So if we pass 340, we could be reaching the next target, and the next target will be 350. And then after 350, the next target will be 365, or maybe about 360. So yeah, 340, or yeah, well right now we're 330. If we could make it past 340, we'll be heading up a little bit. And if we could make it past 350, we'll be heading up again to 360. And then the top of this new target, that depending on where it breaks out at, let's just put it at this line. The top line is around $4.30, somewhere up there. So if it breaks up, we could be shooting that way. If it breaks down, we could be shooting down around 245 or even 258. It just kind of depends on how big this move is, if it goes up or down. So, oh yeah, and so also in this, inside of this little bull or bearish flag, I created this little triangle right here. It could be kind of, let me see. I'm gonna just move it to the side for a second. So with this rectangle, I could kind of see what's happening. So that's kind of, it's kind of making a rectangle, but then again, if you notice, this bottom from there to there is pretty much like a that will be when the top is straight. It will be an ascending triangle. So the top is straight, and then the bottom is what's curving going upwards. So for this one, it kind of makes that triangle in a sense, that ascending, which I had right here. So this is inside of the bearish flag. So I have it from right there to pretty much the bottom. I mean, it could go down to there possibly. Squeeze it in a little bit. Or it might be a little rising wedge. But I like the touches, so I'll touch it with this green one here. And then these bottom red. And then the tops. So I have that kind of triangle, ascending triangle like that, where the top is straight and then the bottom is gradually going up. So that's where we're at right now. And the RSI right now on the 1 hour time frame is working its way up. I don't know about the top. Let me see. Okay, let me move this triangle again. I don't know how to move it like I did earlier. Okay, just so I don't mess it up. Alright, so from the top of here to the top of these two, like what I usually do, I don't know if you guys ever seen me do this one before, but okay. Okay. So if you notice, it's going down on the candles. So if it's going down and then the RSI is going up, if you notice that down and that going up, that's the divergence. And the way I like to remember it is if you notice it looks like a Pac-Man. So that's how I remember it. It's just the Pac-Man. If you notice the mouth going down and then the mouth bottom of it, it's going up. That lets you know this divergence, and we're eating it. We're eating the candles. So if it happened to be facing this other way, and then the candles are over here, it would be hitting the back of the head, so it wouldn't be eating it. So that doesn't mean we're doing good. We want to eat. You can't live without eating. All right, so yeah, so with that I mean, it's a little small divergence. I don't really know how important it is right now, but when you see a divergence, it usually lets you know we're going upwards. So I think maybe with this mana, we could be pushing upwards if this divergence plays out. So what that pretty much tells me is that this bull flag has a good chance of possibly pushing upwards. So if it pushes upwards, then like I said, 70% of them go down, 30% of them go up. Let me put this triangle back. So I kind of got something like that, or maybe, or even if because of that, I mean, I do have these two top wicks, but I mean, you do want the most touches. So with that top wick touching there and then coming down this way, we could be forming a symmetrical triangle. So I mean, the triangles I guess really don't matter because they all either go up or down. So, but it just lets you know this is the type of formations that are forming. So with the top, at the top left, if you notice, there's symmetrical triangles. They both go either way. So you really just gotta wait and see to get a retest, see what goes up, see what happens. So out of this little triangle, if it were to be a triangle, with the RSI working its way up, the MACD, it did cross going down, but we are a little high, so we could be like consolidating down a little bit, at least to here, then going back up possibly, and reaching this back top before coming down, something like this. But yeah, so that's the little current trend for the next few hours, which is this triangle. So if you guys notice that, definitely want to check out. Let's check out some price targets for this triangle. So if this triangle were to break out, it would have to get past 335, and the exit out of that triangle would probably be around, let's see, it would probably be around 337, 338 at the most. So if we push past 338, we'll definitely be pushing up into this flag that we're in right now. So it kind of just depends on which way we're going, but like I said, we could be coming down here, coming back up, depending which way we break. So I mean, I could really just put another line underneath where I had it before, just to, that'll be the double verification that this line is breaking. So if it does break this first one, that's pretty much the support and resistance, so it turns it into it. So we could be following this line still, but if it breaks this bottom one, then for sure we're coming down. So yeah, it just depends. So all right, so let's see, the price is going downwards. Right now we're at 331. If we break 327, we'll be coming down probably. And then if we break 327, 322 will be the first target going down. And then 319 will be the next target going down. But yeah, so pushing up, let's do 335 will be going up. 338 will be pushing up. And let's see, so 338. And then the next one will be 344. So if we push and pass all of those, we'll just keep going up. But those are the few price targets for right now. So I'll definitely make another video. If you guys like these, just like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what video you guys would like for me to do next, and I'll make sure I do it. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and these are daily update videos, so make sure you subscribe and put that notification on so you can make sure you get these videos right when I drop them. So we're going to be dropping a lot of videos coming soon, so make sure you guys are keeping up. A lot of money to be made, either going up or down, doesn't matter. So I like to make these videos, so if you guys just keep liking and subscribing, I can definitely keep making them for you guys. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Bye.